So my dear, welcome back to my page. This is Dora. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, or if you are not following me, please click on that subscribe button. Now in this video, I want to bring you an update about studying in Canada. An update about studying in Canada. If you're planning to come to Canada to study, please, this news might interest you, and it will be very important that you pay attention to this information. It says Canada to stop processing study permits for colleges and universities that fail to track international students. What does that mean? It says that Canada is planning, the Canadian immigration is planning to bring out another measure in order to ensure that students are in school when they go to Canada to study. It goes this way. Let me read the details to you. The federal government plans to suspend processing of study permits for post-secondary students if the schools fail to keep track of international students' enrollments. The proposed regulations would compel colleges and universities to report to the Federal Immigration Department whether a student is attending school and complying with all study permit requirements. The move is part of recent attempts to restore confidence in Canada's international study program. So, you heard it all. What does this imply? Like, what does it mean? What is the implication of this? It simply means that if someone gets to Canada to study, the school will be tracking you to ensure that you're in school studying, that you're not roaming the streets, that you're not working, that you didn't come to Canada as a student and abandoned your studies. That is what it implies. This is already, according to the news, in the final stage. It says, under the plan unveiled in the Canada Gazette. So this policy or this move has already been gazetted. That means it is almost 100% real. Okay, it will soon go into implementation. It says, under the plan unveiled in the Canada Gazette, students must also apply for a new study permit whenever they want to switch schools and before the start date of the new study program. So, what does it mean? If you get to Canada with as a student, and while you are coming, you applied for, or you got admission to study, giving an example, you got admission to study international relations, and when you get to Canada, you want to change the program again to do social work or IT or whatever. It means that you need to apply for a new study permit. The old study permit you have will no longer allow you to switch schools. Before now, if a student gets admission with any course, when you get to Canada, you find the environment, maybe the course wasn't that interesting. For whatever reason, you can change school. You can even change school, go to another province and all that. You can switch school. So now the Canada immigration is saying that this has to stop. That if someone is going to Canada with student visa and to study in a particular school, that if the person wants to change school, you have to apply for a new visa to be able to change school. The Immigration Department is responsible for entry of international students, establishing the conditions that study permit holders must meet while in Canada, and deciding whether a study permit should be issued. Okay, so that is the thing. So why I'm bringing this video, why I'm bringing this to your attention, for those of you who are still out there, you're planning to come to Canada, and some agents, listen, and some agents are telling you that, oh, just to get admission, just to get visa, when you get there, you can change course. It may no longer be possible in future. In the nearest future, this may no longer be possible. So be very careful. Plan yourself very well. If you're coming to study computer engineering, it means that you have to study computer engineering and you have to be in school. Another implication of this, again, is if you are coming to Canada as an international student, you are coming to study in Canada, it means that when you get here, you have to be in school. Before now, some people will come to Canada as students and then they will just concentrate on working. Apart from the fact that IRCC has changed working hours for students from September now, at the end of this summer break, students will go back to working 24 hours. 24 hours means 8 hours. If you're working full-time, you can only work for 3 days. So, excuse me. So if you get a job that you need to, that is 8 to 4 or 8 to 5, it means you can't work Mondays to Friday. You just have to do 3 days in a week. So you just have to work 24 hours. And if you calculate the money, 24 hours in a week, cannot pay some tuition that you want to hear their numbers here. So I want to advise you to plan yourself very well. Coming to Canada is to study in Canada is good. It is an opportunity. It is a golden investment you can do, but please plan it very well. I think gone are the days when people will go to Canada without money to pay their school fees, and then believing that when you get here, you can work and pay your school fees. I think things are changing. In the past, I believe it was so, but now I think things are changing. Things are changing, so you need to be very careful. Get admission with the course that will benefit you at the end of your graduation. If you are coming to study in Canada and you want to stay back after your study, you're planning to stay back after your study, please search for courses that Canada will need, that the area requires people. And then maybe you can switch. If it's not your original course you intended to do, you can change your plans. Another advice I want to chip in here. If you're coming to Canada to study, bear in mind that you're going to study and plan yourself in such a way that the course you will study, if at the end of the day, because these policies are changing every day, so that by the time you graduate and it seems as if Canada may even stop entirely, not because you did something, but they can wake up tomorrow and say, we don't want anybody to stay back after studies, you have to go home. There's nothing you can do about it. My advice is, as you're studying, study a course that will be internationally recognized, so that after you study in Canada and Canada says, oh, we don't want anybody to stay back, you can apply for a job anywhere in the world. You can apply for a job anywhere in the world and go and continue your life. That is my 1 cent advice. Be very careful, plan yourself very well. Please budget yourself very well. Try and save money, try and get sponsor, so you'll be able to pay your bills when you get here as you're studying. Thank you so much. I hope this video has helped you. Like it if you think you benefited from it. Please like it and share, and follow me if you haven't started following me. Ciao, ciao, ciao. I'll see you again when I bring another information that will be very useful to you. Thank you so much. I'll see you again. Bye.